Sister, hey, is this yours? Did you do that? Good girl. Oh my gosh. So this is how much feed is left over from this morning. So they were fed this morning, so it's time to either top things off again or leave whatever they have so they can finish it. So you can see that these 3 cats, you know, later in the evening have plenty of chow to eat. Did you see your sister? Did you see what she was? Don't fall. Gingies, did you get it? Was it delicious? What a good girl, Gingy. You girls are just the mousers of the housers. Fritz, we're going to have to talk about your level of enthusiasm and work ethic, okay? Yeah. What generation are you? Ha! Really? Oh. Sister! Come on, sissy. Come on, little girl. Come on. Oh, here she comes. Good girl. So hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. My intention was to film the rest of this video, or what I'm going to be doing, you know, in the barn and outside, but the wind is really picking up and it's getting really cold. So I'm going to film part of this in here so you can hear me a little bit better. Somebody asked me earlier, they're like, why do you film a lot of your videos in your car? And I'm like, you clearly aren't a mother that has had to hide with a Snickers bar in a closet. Every mama on the planet just said an amen and amen. So this video today is answering your questions in terms of, I'm saying in terms of a lot now. Have you picked up on that? Turn this down. In terms of my barn cats. Let me tell you real quick though, let me give you an update. Miss Blanche is doing really good. To give you an update, she only has 2 babies. Those 2 babies that you saw in the video the other day are the babies that she has, the baby turkey poults. We candled the eggs a couple of days ago after we had transitioned, and they didn't make it. We had, what kind of cued us to it was she had kicked the eggs out. She sat on them for about 2 days, and then she started kicking them out. Then she went back to them, and then she kicked them out again. So James and I candled them. We really took the time to look it over 2 different times, and basically they didn't make it. That happens with turkeys a lot. Quail are hard to hatch. I've had some successes with turkey, and then I've had none at all. It just depends on the scenario. So we have 2 babies. She is as happy as she can be. They're in the garage. They're snuggled in. They're eating. They're drinking. So Mama Blanche is a mama. She's doing great. Thank you for your questions. We'll keep you posted and how they grow. I don't see them moving from the garage for a bit because they're happy and, you know, they're cuties. Now let's talk about these barn cats and all the advice that people give you on social media about why not to feed your barn cats and all this hot mess. Who is saying that junk? Hi, honey. How are you doing? Are you ready for supper? Yeah, you are, sweetheart? Hi, Miss Ginger. Okay, so everybody's barking. Everybody's got an opinion right now. The deer are all around, so all of my Great Pyrenees are having fits. So listen, so here's the deal. So if you are new to the channel, which we welcome you, we hope you subscribe and hang around. So here's the deal. So I adopted 4 kittens from a local shelter back in the summer, and the intention was to make them barn cats. The first 3 that I adopted are still in the barn. There are 2 are from the same litter, and 1, she'll probably be following me up here in just a minute. 1 came from a different litter, and we brought them in, and I acclimated them to the barn. I did keep them for about 30 days in their own large dog crate. fed them, they had a litter box, whatever. And basically I let them acclimate. Well, they have done wonderful. They are doing so, so good. You see them all the time. They're my sweethearts. But here's the thing. When I started showing the barn cats, I had some people, I actually had a couple people say something to the effect of how, you know, basically I don't need to feed them. That if I feed them, they're not going to be good mousers. Is that a thing? It's a bunch of nonsense. And then I had other people that continue to ask me if I actually feed my barn cats because they've been told by people or they've seen or I don't know. Where are you getting this information? Who is saying this? That if you feed your barn cats, like, you know, kibbles, not kibbles and bits, but, you know, meow mix or whatever y'all feed them, just basic food, that they're not going to be mousers. Well, first of all, let me tell you right now, out of firsthand experience, over 2 different farms at this point, that is a bunch of malarkey. I fed Mr. Peaches, who is now an indoor cat at the home because he's retired. I fed him on my previous farm. He was a stray that showed up. We've adopted him. We've had him for 6 or 7 years now. I fed him every day. You know, he stayed outside and in the barn because that's where he wanted to be. But he always had access to fresh food, fresh water, bedding, anything he ever wanted, just like an indoor cat. And we never had a single mouse or rabbit problem on my previous farm. Woo! Get it, Enoli? Well, that is the same scenario that we're finding out here. I feed my barn cats at least 1 full feeding a day. What I mean by that is they get fed every single morning. And if their dishes still have food in them in the evening, like I'm about to go in right now, then, you know, I let them finish what they have. They have access to fresh water every day. They have their own beds. They are spayed and neutered. They are treated the exact same as all of my indoor plushie cats, okay? In fact, the 4th little kitten that I adopted, she's actually an indoor cat. She's just my soul sister. I love her. She's my baby. So she never fully made it up to the barn. She was so much smaller, so I kind of kept her at the house. But she's my mouser. She's my mouser upstairs. She's keeping my pantry clear. So see, she's doing her job too. So here's my point. My cats are very well fed. And I'm going to say something, and if it offends somebody, then you just don't need to be here. If you have an animal at all on your farm that you know, whether it's a cow, whether it's a cat, whether it's a goldfish, if you're not feeding it and giving it proper basic daily care, you need to find somebody that will. And if you're going to care for something, then you just need to go to Target or Kirkland's and buy a fake succulent and set it in your windowsill and talk to it. That way it's not harmed by you. So just to say that I have these 3 barn cats in my barn, and they are catching everything coming and going. They are fed, they are watered, they are loved on, they're given treats, they are pampered, they are babied, and they are catching mice like crazy. And not only that, but they've also caught a wild rabbit. I didn't expect that, but my point is, feeding them doesn't cause them to not hunt. In fact, I would be willing to bet that it could do the opposite. You want these animals to love you and to love your place and to love your farm and to be loyal and to want to stay. And in order to do that, you need to provide basic care. So do I feed my barn cats? Psh, like little pigs, baby, every single day. I'm coming. I'm coming. Everybody's yelling at me to get their dinner. And hey, but here's another thing I want to say to you real quick. I also had a couple people say that if I put a collar on them or a bell, that they wouldn't hunt either. Well, I'm not going to fuss with people, and I know it's windy, guys. I'm not going to fuss with people about whether you want to put a collar or a bell on your cat. That's up to you. I did that so I would know where they are, so I would know if I need to help bring them back in because they were small to keep them safe. But that's not been a problem here either. Just saying. What are you doing? You telling everybody you're the handsome boy? Yes, Jingle Bell. Sissy, where are my goodness. All right, guys, we appreciate you being here. Seriously, feed your barn cats. That's absurd. Don't take that bad advice. That is cruel, that is mean, and that is plain stupid, okay? I don't know who's saying these things. I don't know why, but it's very bad advice. So take care of your babies because they're going to take care of you, right? Like, subscribe, and share. We'll keep you posted on Miss Blanche and the babies, and we love showing our barn cats, our sweet little kitty cats, and all of our critters, and we appreciate you being here. We'll see you guys on the next video.